I wanted to speak about a horrific crime that has touched and traumatised people across the nation. Hannah Clark and her 3 beautiful children were burnt alive by a cowardly monster who spared himself the same torturous death. It is impossible to understand the cruelty that would see a man plan and execute such a callous act of savagery. Family annihilators like Rowan Baxter are gutless monsters and should be remembered as such. You're not absolved of murder because you kill yourself. In the past, there's been a level of sympathy for those who commit murder-suicides, but that is only a final insult to their victims. The coverage of the Camp Hill massacre has been markedly different from some previous cases. There has been no attempt to whitewash what happened or paint the murderer as a tragic victim driven to an unthinkable crime. But still, some in the community want to apportion blame elsewhere or rationalise the brutality. To them, society is to blame, or the family court system, or mental health issues. The Baxters were reportedly in the midst of a custody battle, but as far as we know, there was no final determination about custody arrangements or any family or federal court proceedings. Even if there was, that is no justification for mass murder. Being denied access to your children is not an excuse to kill them. Frankly, anyone who is capable of committing such a heinous crime has no business having access to children, let alone shared custody. We know that the risk of deadly violence is heightened when a woman lives an abusive relationship. We must do everything possible to protect at-risk women and children who have taken the vital first step in escaping the cycle of domestic violence. And we need the courts to punish those guilty of threats, harassment, breaches of domestic violence orders, and other acts of intimidation and violence. Too often, the penalties do not reflect the seriousness of the crime.